Ever met someone who's a paradox in themselves, someone who's a bundle of contradictions? Could it be that they are an INFJ personality type? Ah, the INFJ, one of the 16 personality types defined by the Myers-Briggs type indicator. A personality marked by unique traits that often lead them to be seen as walking contradictions. Imagine being analytical, yet intuitive, dissecting the world around you with a keen eye only to turn around and trust your gut instinct. Or being an extroverted introvert, craving solitude but also thriving in social situations. Sounds like a contradiction, right? Well, not for an INFJ. This is their everyday reality. They're warm yet reserved, idealists grounded in practicality. They're individualistic team players with structured flexibility. They're private social butterflies, optimistic realists, and detailed big-picture thinkers. And yes, they're adaptively stubborn. Now, are you ready to embark on this intriguing journey? Stay with us as we unravel the 12 fascinating traits that make INFJs the beautiful contradictions they are. Trait number 1, they are analytical, yet intuitive. Have you ever met someone who can be both a detective and a psychic? That's what it's like dealing with an INFJ. They have this uncanny ability to dissect complex problems with surgical precision, while also trusting their gut instincts. They can look at a situation, analyze the facts, and then tune into their intuition to fill in the gaps. This trait makes them excellent problem solvers, as they're able to combine the best of both worlds, the logical and the abstract. They're the kind of people who will use a spreadsheet to plan their vacation but then will suddenly change their plans because something just doesn't feel right. It's like they're playing chess on a board that only they can see, making moves that others may not understand until the game is won. Quite the paradox, isn't it? But that's just the beginning. Trait number 2. They are extroverted introverts. Yes, you heard that right. Infamous for their complex and paradoxical nature, INFJs have this unique ability to swing between being the life of the party, to seeking solitude in the quiet corners of their world. They enjoy engaging with others, forming deep connections, and offering insightful conversations. But here's the twist, they also crave their alone time. This solitude isn't out of shyness or a dislike for social interaction. Far from it, it's their way of recharging, of reflecting on their experiences. It's a crucial part of their self-care routine. In essence, they are like rechargeable batteries that power up in solitude, only to shine brightly in social settings. They are social butterflies with a love for their cocoon. Sounds contradictory? Well, that's an INFJ for you. Trait number 3, warm yet reserved. Now, isn't that a paradox? INFJs are known for their warmth, their empathy, their ability to understand and connect with people on a deep emotional level. They have a knack for making those around them feel seen, heard, and understood. But here's where the contradiction comes in. Despite their warm demeanor, INFJs are often quite private and reserved. They share their thoughts and feelings selectively, only with those they trust deeply. This can sometimes leave people puzzled about their true nature. Are they open books or locked vaults? The answer is, well, both. Their warmth attracts people, but their reserved nature keeps them at a certain distance. This delicate balance between warmth and reservation makes the INFJ a fascinating personality to explore. A walking contradiction indeed. Trait number 4, idealists with practicality. Now this is where the beauty of the INFJ personality truly shines. INFJs are the dreamers of the world, the idealists who envision a future filled with harmony, understanding, and deep connections. They're the ones who dare to dream of a better world, a place where kindness is the norm, not the exception. But here's the twist, they're not just dreamers, they're doers too. They have this unique ability to ground their lofty ideals in reality, to take their visions and translate them into actionable steps. They're not just content with dreaming about a better world, they want to make it happen. This is a rare combination that makes them stand out. They're the architects who build castles in the sky but also lay the bricks to make them real. Isn't that a fascinating contradiction? And we're just halfway through. Ready to discover more about these intriguing contradictions? Let's plunge right back in with the 6th trait, predictive uncertainty. This trait makes INFJs something of a paradox. They are known for their uncanny ability to predict outcomes thanks to their intuitive nature. They can often anticipate events before they happen, making them appear almost psychic. But here's the twist. Despite this predictive prowess, INFJs are often plagued by uncertainty. They second-guess their predictions, question their decisions, and live in a constant state of what if. This blend of foresight and doubt is what makes INFJs so uniquely unpredictable and fascinating. Next up, we have reserved expressiveness. An INFJ is a master of emotions. They understand feelings, not just their own, but those of others too. They are empathetic and sensitive, often feeling what others are going through. But here's the contradiction. Despite their emotional intelligence, INFJs are not always expressive. They tend to keep their feelings to themselves, preferring to observe and understand rather than express and reveal. This makes them appear reserved, even aloof. But beneath that exterior is a whirlpool of feelings and emotions. The eighth trait is individualistic team players. Sounds contradictory, right? Well, INFJs are just that. They value their individuality and enjoy their solitude, often coming up with their best ideas when they are alone. Yet they also understand the importance of teamwork. They are cooperative and supportive, often taking on the role of the peacemaker in a group setting. They can balance their need for individuality with their ability to work in a team, making them a valuable asset in any group. Moving on to the ninth trait, structured flexibility. INFJs are organized and structured. They like to have a plan, they set goals, and they work towards them. But they also understand that life is unpredictable and things don't always go according to plan. So, they are flexible. They can adapt and adjust when needed, but always within the framework of their overall plan. This structured flexibility is another one of those intriguing INFJ contradictions. The 10th trait is private social butterflies. INFJs are introverts, they value their privacy, and they need their alone time to recharge. But they also have a social side. They enjoy meaningful conversations and deep connections. They can be the life of the party, but only when they want to be. They are social butterflies, but only in small doses and with the right people. This balance of privacy and sociability is what makes INFJs so difficult to categorize. The 11th trait is optimistic realists. Now this is a contradiction if ever there was one. INFJs are dreamers. They believe in possibilities and they are hopeful about the future. But they are also realists. They see the world as it is, not as they wish it to be. They balance their optimism with a healthy dose of realism, making them both dreamers and doers. Now we come to detailed big picture thinkers. INFJs are known for their ability to see the big picture. They understand patterns and connections, and they can see how everything fits together. But they also pay attention to details. They notice the little things that others often overlook. This ability to see both the forest and the trees is what sets INFJs apart. These are the traits that make INFJs the walking contradictions they are. So, what are the implications of understanding these unique traits, particularly if you're an INFJ? Let's look into the profound impacts this self-awareness can have on your life. First off, it fosters self-awareness. By knowing your strengths and weaknesses, you can navigate life more effectively. You can leverage your strengths, work on your weaknesses, and ultimately become a more balanced and well-rounded individual. Understanding your personality type can also guide you towards a career that aligns with your values and skills. For instance, INFJs are often drawn to careers that allow them to help others, like counseling, teaching, or social work. By understanding your personality type, you're more likely to find a career that fulfills you and aligns with your values. Finally, understanding your personality type can help you build stronger relationships. You can communicate more effectively, understand others better, and connect on a deeper level. So, whether you're an INFJ or not, understanding your personality type is a key step towards a happier, more successful life with better relationships. It's like unlocking a secret code to your own life, so are you ready to start decoding? So, are you an INFJ, or do you know someone who is? Let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of these walking contradictions we've unraveled today. Understanding these unique traits not only helps us to foster better relationships with INFJs, but it also helps us to understand ourselves on a deeper level. It's a fascinating journey of self-discovery, isn't it? Being an INFJ or knowing one is like constantly navigating a maze of paradoxes. But remember, it's these contradictions that make us all human and beautifully unique. So let's embrace these traits, whether they're our own or those of the people we care about. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced any of these INFJ traits in your life? Comment below and share your experiences. We're all here to learn from each other after all. Remember, it's all about embracing the journey of self-discovery. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content about INFJs and other personality types. See you in the next video.